Awesome.
All right. So, hi, I'm here with Mile 12, and we have the whole band. We got Brownlee, Nate, Evan, David, and Bibi. And it's just so nice to see you. And you're all over. Donc, je suis avec Mile 12. Tout le groupe est là. C'est super de vous voir. Dis-moi où vous êtes déjà. Tell me first of all where you all are, because I know you're all in different places. So, Brownlee, where are you?
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, Nate.
I'm in New York City, New York.
Okay, Evan.
I'm in Boston, Massachusetts.
You're the only guy who's still there. Okay.
Me and Bibi.
Oh, Bibi, you're in Boston too.
I'm in Cambridge, but
Cambridge,
it's
right. Yeah, right. Okay. And David, you're across the ocean.
Yeah, I'm in Northern Ireland with my wife and her family at the minute.
That's awesome. I've seen a lot of stuff you've done with Cup of Joe. Okay,
yeah,
so
it's been fun.
Tell me, guys, we'd really like to know how you've all been coping and living through the last 4 months of lockdown. Dis-nous comment vous avez vécu ces 4 derniers mois de lockdown. Je sais pas qui, I don't know who wants to start, but anybody far away.
Yeah, I've been doing all right. Like you said, I've been playing some with my wife and her band Cup of Joe from Northern Ireland here. So we've been finding ways of making music online, just to doing live streams and making videos. And it's definitely been good for me. Just kind of forced me to, get up to date and be in the 21st century as a musician, to learn how to use a video camera and, be a little bit better about online presence. There's been some really great opportunities for like teaching. I think we've all been teaching a lot of online lessons, just because people are interested in picking up music during this time. I think, being separated from people, music is a great way of, just feeling a little bit more human, I think. So, yeah, I've been doing all right. They have a goat here too, and that's been really entertaining.
Oh.
I didn't grow up with a goat, so that's been a nice change of pace.
Alors moi, David, il est en Irlande du Nord pendant tout le confinement avec sa femme et sa famille. Et son groupe, c'est Cup of Joe. Et Cup of Joe, in fact, is going to play La Roche. C'est sûr, Cup of Joe devait jouer à La Roche.
Right.
Donc, il a fait beaucoup de musique, des streams en vidéo, donné des cours. Et ça a été bien pour lui parce que ça l'a obligé d'atterrir dans le 21e siècle. Et il a appris à apprendre à utiliser la vidéo et tout ça. Et ils ont un chef, donc il a appris à travailler avec un chef, à élever un chef. Cool, okay. Bibi, how about you?
I've been, having a pretty enjoyable time, to be honest. It's sort of hard to complain about things when you get to sit around and play the banjo all day. And I've been teaching a bunch of students as well, which is nice. Keeping in touch with my family in New Zealand. Their struggle with the pandemic has been a little shorter than what ours is seeming to be. So that's a little frustrating, but yeah, things are pretty good. I'm just like reading a lot of books and getting outdoors as much as possible.
Pour moi, c'était pas mal. En fait, je joue pas mal de musique. Je travaille mon banjo, mais je donne beaucoup de cours. J'essaie de rester en contact avec ma famille qui est en Nouvelle-Zélande. Et bien sûr, eux, le vécu de la pandémie a été très différent des nôtres. Mais je suis arrivé quand même à sortir un peu, me balader. Et puis, c'est donner des cours et faire du banjo. OK, let's move on. Evan.
Yeah, I've been doing my best to keep some structure and schedule in my day as best I can. I think I'm reading every book on habit formation and self-help that I can find out there, just to try to stay focused during this time. But yeah, I've been practicing and reading a lot, and I've got a friend who lives nearby who I've been getting together with for some songwriting and playing some music. And my family, thankfully, lives very close, so I can just go over to my parents' backyard sometimes and see them, or do some grilling in the backyard while the weather's good. So that's been pretty nice.
Ok. Moi, j'ai aussi fait pas mal de musique, mais en fait, j'ai passé la plupart du temps à essayer de mettre un peu de structure dans ma vie. Je lis beaucoup de livres sur comment, de self-help, en anglais on dit, de comment se débrouiller dans différentes situations. J'ai la chance, c'est mes parents qui sont pas très loin, donc de temps en temps, je peux y aller. Ils ont un jardin, on allume le barbecue et ça, c'est assez sympa. J'ai des copains aussi qui sont pas loin, avec qui je collabore pour écrire un peu de musique et faire un peu de musique. Okay, thanks. Nate, in New York City, because you went through a really bad time.
Yeah, definitely. The first few months here were very tough, but at this point, the city is getting back on its feet. I've gone out to eat a couple times at outdoor dining restaurants. People for the most part are being pretty safe. A lot of mask wearing,
Yeah, good.
a lot of distancing, people in the park and stuff. So yeah, we've been through hell and back here, but I think it's finally getting to a safer place in this part of the country. But personally, I've been actually, I haven't been told to ban this, but I've had opportunity to start doing some producing. An old student of mine has got in touch with me, and with his songwriting, we've been like arranging his music and are planning on recording at some point, and I'll produce the album. So that's been a cool, like, remote way of working with someone. It's all been giving MP3s back and forth and stuff like that, and yes, I'm teaching some of my own music, been getting outside. My partner and I went up to Vermont last week, just Airbnb out in the mountains. So it's just trying to take advantage of, certain things that can happen during quarantine.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, well, New York, ça a été très très dur au début, comme tout le monde le sait. Mais en fait, aujourd'hui, les gens sont plutôt sages. Beaucoup de gens portent les masques, ils gardent les distances sociales. Et j'ai pu aller manger dans des restaurants sur les terrasses. Ça a été bien. You got an animal, baby?
Sorry, that's a big FedEx truck going by my house. How rude.
C'est un gros camion qui passe devant la maison. Sinon, Nate, il s'est mis à la production. Il a un copain qui fait de la musique. Et il dit c'est vachement intéressant de travailler à distance. On s'envoie des MP3 et je me lance dans la production de ce disque. J'essaie de faire un peu de ma propre musique aussi. Avec ma copine, on est parti un week-end dans le Vermont aussi pour s'échapper. Et les choses reviennent petit à petit à New York et les gens se comportent plutôt intelligemment. OK, thanks, Nate. Branley, Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville. Yeah, kind of for the first part of the pandemic, it seemed like things weren't going to get that bad here, and then it's kind of gotten pretty bad in the last month or so. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I've been taking advantage of the time like everyone else, doing a lot of outdoor activities. I've got a garden growing in the back, which has been fun. I've been growing melons. I've got watermelons and cantaloupe going. Yeah, it's been pretty fun. And a lot of like fishing and hiking and outdoor stuff.
Sounds great.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad for me.
OK, pour moi, ça n'a pas été trop mauvais. À Nashville, au début, on pensait qu'on passait à côté, mais depuis un mois, ça commence à devenir beaucoup plus grave. Mais quand même, ça n'a pas été trop difficile pour moi, dans la mesure où j'ai un jardin, je cultive des choses, j'ai des pastèques, j'ai des melons, donc ça c'est plutôt sympa. J'ai fait quelques sorties à la pêche sur les bateaux. Et franchement, sur le plan vie personnelle, ça a été pas mal. Have you guys been able to do any collaborating? Vous avez pu collaborer entre vous un peu, among yourselves? We've managed to do some online rehearsals or anything?
We actually, yeah, we had to, we've done a couple sync videos where one person records like the baseline track, and then we pass it around and I'll record on top of it. So yeah, we've done a couple songs like that, and we're planning on doing more. But at the moment, we haven't been able to like play together. Though I do think, I haven't talked to you guys about this, but I've heard that there are apps now that we can actually potentially play together. So we should talk about that. Maybe we can figure something out,
OK, donc ils ont fait des vidéos synchronisées, c'est-à-dire qu'il y en a un qui fait la base et puis il se l'envoie et il rajoute les morceaux dessus. Et Nate annonce au groupe, il n'en a pas encore parlé, qu'il a trouvé une application qui pourrait éventuellement leur permettre de jouer tous ensemble. Et ça a fait bien sourire tout le monde. That's really cool if you can do that.
Who knows? I don't know if it works, but...
Qui sait, on ne sait pas si ça marche. Do you have any kind of visibility on the next few weeks, months, till the end of the year, perhaps, of things opening up, being able to get together, travel? Vous avez un peu de visibilité sur les mois qui viennent, pour vous retrouver, voyager un peu?
We don't really know yet. We have a few gigs that are still on the books for the fall, but I think we're still waiting to find out if those areas are going to be safe and if it's going to feel safe for air travel, if those will actually happen.
On ne sait pas encore, on a quelques dates qui sont encore retenues à l'automne, mais on ne sait pas encore si si on va pouvoir prendre l'avion pour les faire. Yeah, okay. And when did you guys go to New Zealand? Vous devriez tous aller en Nouvelle-Zélande où il y a plus de cas.
The what, sorry?
Well, you guys should go to New Zealand, or will New Zealand throw you out?
I can go, but Americans can barely travel anywhere right now. Actually, you're banned from a lot of countries.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could nip back to New Zealand, but I'd have to quarantine for 2 weeks. It's very strict quarantining there.
Bibi, elle pourrait y aller, mais en étant néo-zélandaise, mais il faudrait qu'elle se mette en quarantaine pendant 15 jours. Et les autres, les Américains, ils ne seront pas les bienvenus. Okay. Anything else that you'd like to share about the time you've had or the times coming up? Il y a autre chose que vous voudriez partager avec nous sur les derniers mois?
One thing that happened during all of this was we put out an EP. We put out
Right.
an album, kind of in the middle of all this craziness. But we just kind of thought it should still come out and give our fans something new to listen to.
This was something you recorded and prepared all before, I guess. We're going to tour, right?
Yeah, we recorded it last fall and winter, and it's like a 6-track collection of cover songs with some special guests.
Nice. Ok. Une chose qu'ils ont fait, c'est ils ont sorti un EP avec 6 morceaux qui sont des reprises qu'ils avaient déjà prévu de sortir. Ils l'ont enregistré à l'automne dernier et ils ont décidé quand même de le sortir avant. Are you getting some radio play on that?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
One of the songs is
Hey guys, I got to congratulate you too. You were nominated in the final thing on 2 categories at IBMA Awards.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah,
Artist of the Year and Instrumental Band of the Year, right?
yeah, we were really surprised about the
I
instrument.
think that's awesome. Ils sont
Yeah.
nominés pour 2 catégories dans la liste finale, les 5 finalistes pour meilleur groupe jeune de l'année et groupe instrumentiste de l'année. Yeah, that's just so cool. I saw that today. I was so excited for you guys. Wow. I wish we could go to Raleigh. C'est dommage qu'on ne peut pas se retrouver à Raleigh. But hey, that's just really good. Okay, finally, could we just say a few words? You were in La Roche last year for the first time. We didn't really know each other before, but we got to know each other. I got to know some of you at IBMA. And we met again at the IBMA afterwards, so I consider you kind of friends now. Vous étiez venu à La Roche pour la première fois l'an dernier. On ne se connaissait pas trop avant, mais on s'est revus depuis, et je vous considère comme des amis maintenant. Can you tell us a few words about what La Roche was for you when you came, your memories of it? Dites-nous un peu vos souvenirs de La Roche, comment c'était pour vous?
It's all bread and cheese, man. It's so good.
Et le fromage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for me, it was it's a very special thing to see like how a major bluegrass event functions outside of the States. It was just so interesting to see like how like the European community, like how strong it is and how it all gathers at La Roche. And the camp was so interesting. I'm thankful that I had some English to French translators in my class, so I was able to talk to people.
You taught at the camp, didn't you? Right, I remember.
Yeah, we all 5 of us taught at the camp, which was totally awesome. And then right into the festival, it was definitely I think the most unique experience we had last summer. So I keep thinking about it. I'm like, oh man, that's one thing I really would love to come back to. It was so cool.
Oh, that's nice. Well, pour moi, c'était génial. C'est la première fois que je vis un festival comme ça en dehors des États-Unis et de voir comment tous les gens de partout reviennent, le public, l'enthousiasme, et puis on a animé le stage et c'était super sympa de voir tout le monde, mais j'étais content d'avoir un traducteur. Mais pour moi, c'était vraiment l'expérience unique de l'été dans son genre et j'y pense souvent. Yeah, Evan, yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting so nostalgic now talking about it and thinking about it. But it was, I had this specific memory of, it was so cool getting to teach at the camp, and then you felt like you knew so many of the students during the festival because you'd see them around or see them in jam sessions, and some of them are still active friends on social media and comment on our videos or things that we put out. So it's always nice to see them. but I remember getting dressed up for our big headline set and putting my guitar over my shoulder and walking from the hotel over to the festival. And there was this jam session, a big jam session outside at a cafe right downtown. And I wasn't planning on jamming, but I just couldn't help myself because it just looked like so much fun. And I think I sat out in the sun for, an hour or two just jamming with these people. I must have been like kind of sweaty and delirious afterwards because it was pretty hot, I remember. But, I just couldn't help it. I wanted to sit and like play music with the folks before the set.
That's neat. Alors, Evan dit que c'était très sympa d'abord de faire le stage et ensuite de retrouver au festival beaucoup des stagiaires qui sont devenus des amis par la suite, qui les suivent sur les médias sociaux, qui font des commentaires quand ils sont des choses. Mais le souvenir qui l'a marqué le plus, c'était le soir de leur set, en sortant de l'hôtel. Ils s'étaient préparés avec la guitare et ils venaient à pied de l'hôtel sur le site du festival, c'est pas loin, mais il a vu un grand bœuf en ville. Et il était un ivrogne, il dit, c'était pas son intention, mais il a décidé, il est tellement sympa qu'il s'est mis à jouer avec les gens. Il est resté très longtemps au soleil, ça l'a fait transpirer et tout. Et quand il est arrivé sur le site, il était un peu déjà usé. That's a nice story. Belle anecdote. Yeah.
Yeah, La Roche is one of my favorite memories from last summer. It's just such a cool festival, and I remember just really enjoying hearing all the other bands from all over Europe during the day before our set and the other days. And it was kind of nice to be able to spend the whole week in one place, and we even had a day off. I remember after the camp, we had a whole day that we just got to hang out at the festival and just listen to other bands, and got to jam a bit. It was really special.
Pour moi,
You guys were, I think, right? Sorry to interrupt. Didn't you and Nate end up going to this beautiful lake town?
Oh, yeah,
What was it called, Nate?
Annecy? Yeah, is that right, Chris?
Annecy, yeah.
It was so cool. That was awesome, yeah.
That was
Alors,
Six
Brian
Warren,
il disait que c'était un des meilleurs souvenirs qu'elle a de l'été passé. Le fait qu'elle animait les stages de violon, et après, ils sont restés tout le week-end, donc ils sont restés quasiment une semaine, ce qui leur est rare. Et ils ont pu profiter des autres groupes, ils ont beaucoup apprécié de voir les groupes de partout en Europe, avant et après leur propre set, et qu'en fait, pendant la journée de repos, et c'est là où Bibi est intervenu, avec Nate, ils sont allés à Annecy, visiter la ville d'Annecy et aller au lac. Yeah, the lake in Annecy is beautiful. Yeah.
It was very cool, yeah.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah, I think my favorite part too, before we go, just to say, like, we were just really blown away by the accommodation of all the folks there. Just how welcoming people were to us, strangers in a foreign land, and felt like we were welcomed with open arms, which was really special. So thank you guys for everything.
Oh, that's nice. Moi, ce qui m'a marqué, c'est la gentillesse de tout le monde, comment on a été bien reçus partout où on allait. Les gens étaient vraiment super accueillants, ils nous ont aidés, nous, les Américains qui parlaient pas français. Donc, un grand merci à vous et à tout le monde. Last word from Bibi, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'm full of memories, and they're all good. Like the banjo class I had was incredible, and I worked them really hard, but they kept at it. And 4 days in, I think, just in time for the festival to start, my husband joined me. And
Yeah.
we went out that day off. We went to this, I can't remember the name of the mountain town, but we climbed up the mountain just in time for the rain to start. What's that?
Chamonix?
Yeah, Chamonix. So we got on this amazing train and rode out there and just
Right.
went for a hike. And we ate the best cheese sandwich too. Oh my gosh. And then it's a couple of days at the festival, just jamming, and the fries with the what was on the fries?
Lemon
The
fries.
lamb fries, they were so good.
That was
Oh,
best.
yeah,
That was the best.
the whole
Best prize
experience.
on the festival circuit, I always say. Yeah, they're great.
That was so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so
the
good.
food was so good. I loved the food at that festival.
Oh,
Great.
that's nice. Ok, donc Bibi disait que pour elle, c'était aussi fabuleux. Elle a animé les stages, c'était bien. Elle a bien fait travailler ses bons juristes. Vraiment, elle les a fait bosser dur. Après, son mari est arrivé. Ils sont partis un jour à Chamonix et ils ont mangé un super sandwich au fromage. Et puis, elle disait qu'effectivement, tous, ils répondaient que oui, sur le site du festival. On a super bien mangé. Les frites étaient excellentes. Ils parlaient tous des frites. Et que tout était super. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us. We loved having you. I'm sure one day we'll have you back because everybody loved you and the set was great. And I hope we can get you back sometime. And I wish
That'd
you,
be so
Sure,
fun.
hope so.
huh?
Yeah.
Okay. And the best of luck with the IBMA.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Merci, merci.
Okay, I'm going to stop the recording, but we could just stay on for a couple of minutes. Okay. Bye, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, good to see you.
I seen you, Chris.